Hi, welcome to everyone's favourite segment, Mailbag, where I open my mail. How do you get to be the first mailbag item opened? Well, it helps if your name is Paul Horowitz, and it comes from the Harvard University Physics Department. You might have heard of him. Yes, he watches the EEVblog. G'day, Paul. Thank you very much for sending this in, and also Win Hill watches as well. Absolutely brilliant. So, what have we got? Let's have a look. If you don't have the art of electronics, just get it. Jeez, it's fantastic. Third edition, of course. We only waited like 25 years or 30 years for it or something. I don't know. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So let's have a look what Paul Horowitz has sent in. It's another copy. Beauty. But it's a little, I don't know. Can you spot the difference? Because this one, it's a little bit dodgy. As it turns out, there's a flood of counterfeits on Amazon available right now. You've actually got to be really careful when you order this to ensure that you get a genuine copy and not one of these dodgy brothers counterfeits. And Paul and Win have been actually acquiring all of these dodgy ones, and they've got quite a collection now from many different sellers, and even smells dodgy. That's the real deal right there. So if you see one of these puppies on Amazon at a too good to be true price, then yep, it's too good to be true. And not only do, of course, Paul and Win lose sales of this, but it's actually really dodgy quality, as we'll see. Let's take a look at it. So Paul and Win have been playing a bit of whack-a-mole, trying to get these counterfeit ones taken down off Amazon, but they keep coming. So in, I believe, all cases so far at least, the ones that are sold as packed and shipped from Amazon, directly from Amazon.com, they are the genuine ones, but don't always count on that. So, how do you tell if you've got a genuine one or not? Well, you can see that this one has like funny creases down the binding down here, and also it's not really aligned properly on the front page. It's just, it doesn't quite look the same. It hasn't got the same margins. We'll see that inside the book as well. And we've got the counterfeit one here on the top, genuine one here on the bottom. The binding is completely different, and there's been reports of it so crap, so, glued and crap, that the pages are falling out already and things like that. So, yeah, like totally different. The paper's not cut as clean either. And the first problem is that they've changed the author. Who the hell is Wineld Hill? Could have sworn it's Winfield Hill. The first of many ligature errors inside this thing. It's just littered with them. You can see all the papers all wrinkly too. Yep, mine's sort of starting to come unhinged already. Oh, it's awful quality, it really is. And they left out the apostrophe in universities. The genuine one, of course, has it. Noise in transimpedance amplias? What the hell are amplias? But not all of the counterfeits have these ligature problems in them like this. Some actually get all that right, but then they'll have misaligned pages, and the guttering down here, you won't be able to read the text. It'll like fall into there and things like that. Like it varies enormously, the quality of these things. Look, the printing up the top, this line here, for example, was faded on the genuine one. It's, it looks like a photocopy. Whereas on the genuine one, it's not. It's just, this is not going to last. When you buy the art of electronics, you want it to last 20 years. It's a reference book you put on your shelf, and these cheap crap counterfeits, just garbage. Just don't get it. I'll give you one guess, looking at these photos, which one's the real one and which one's the counterfeit one. You decide. So that's an interesting little look at the world of counterfeit books. And, well, the art of electronics is so popular, it's obviously paying, it pays for multiple people, multiple companies to actually copy this and flood the market with these bloody counterfeits, these fakes. So yeah, congratulations, Win and Paul, like, your book's so successful that people want to counterfeit it, I guess. So thanks, Paul and Win, for sending in this very interesting counterfeit. Yes, I'll link to the genuine one on the Amazon store down below. And yes, because I'm an Amazon affiliate, this is an easy way to support the blog. If you buy anything actually through any of my Amazon links, anything at all, then I get like an 8% cut. And it doesn't come out of Paul and Win's pocket. It doesn't come out of your pocket. Well, Amazon basically absorb that cost, and great way to support me, so please do buy The Art of Electronics. Thanks, guys. And Sagan's joined me, haven't you, Sagan?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, let's open something. Because Mummy dropped you off, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to open it. This one is from England.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's called the Old Dart.
Yeah, but we don't know who it's from.
No, we don't know who it's from, do we? All it says is electronics. So it's very light.
Yeah.
So let's open it up and see what's in it, yeah?
Yeah.
It's always a mystery, isn't it, Mailbag?
Mailbag is always a mystery.
Yeah. All right, we have a note. So it looks like we are going to find out who it's from. Hi, Dave. I thought you might take a look at this adapter, which I picked up on eBay. Immediately knew these claims were ridiculous. From Cole's Tech Shed. Thank you very much, Cole, on YouTube. I'll link in Cole's YouTube channel. It's called Cole's Tech Shed. And look at this. We got one of these ridiculous electricity saving boxes.
Yeah.
And these things are just garbage. Sagan,
Oh.
I think all that's in here is a capacitor. And that's it. They're trying to fix the power factor correction.
Yeah.
Yeah? Which is kind of sort of a legitimate thing, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's great, like for industrial scenarios and things like that. Yes, you can, because you're paying for the power factor correction. So you're paying for stuff that's out of phase, for the energy that's out of phase. So yes, if you've got big motors and things like that in industrial scenes, you can actually save quite a bit by having big capacitor banks in there to correct for your power factor. But these things are just a joke. Oh, it's got some Russian on the back. Anyway, we'll take a look at that, won't we, Sagan?
Yeah, but how do you make it work?
Well, it doesn't really work. You plug it in and it doesn't really do anything.
So what does it do?
Nothing. It's a scam.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the lights just...
They just turn on, the lights light up, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopeless. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Electricity saving box. Cole reckons that you can save, well, the claim is that save 20 to 30% off your power bills just by plugging the stupid thing in. Ah, you've got to be shitting me. And thankfully, they didn't weld sealed this shut or potted or anything like that, although they've potted whatever's in here. So this is their secret sauce. They haven't just, well, it is just a capacitor, right? Like, what else is bloody well going to be in there? But it's not just like an off-the-shelf capacitor. That's actually a potting box, and they've put something in there, because this is supposed to be an intelligent energy saver. Intelligent. The result is the best. So, yeah, have they put just like a board in there, or is it just like two just dangling loose wires in a potted box? Likely. Let's see if we can measure it. Yep, it's a capacitor. Look, 2.86 microfarads minus 90 degrees. So it's almost perfectly a capacitor. So there you go. Dissipation factor, 0.001, as good as you get. It's a bloody cap. Next up, we got one from the United States of America, Sagan.
Yeah.
USA. Thank you very much, Robert. I can't quite pronounce, can't quite read the handwriting of the last name, from Seaverville in, I think, TN, Tennessee, is it? Thank you very much, Robert. This one cost a fortune to send because it's quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's big and heavy, so let's take a look.
I might know what it is. It's that.
It's that? I don't think so. I think it's going to be something different. So, let's have a look.
Yeah. Look, that's where I can open it. Just there.
Yep.
It's a flipping thing.
It's a flippy flap.
Flippy snap.
A flippy flap, you think?
Yeah. And look,
All right.
let's open it.
Might be a bit tricky.
Oh,
Oh.
it is something big.
Oh. Thank you very much, Robert.
Oh.
There's multiple. Smell it. About 1970s, I think, Sagan.
Yeah.
About 1970s. That was a bit before you were born.
Yeah.
So, let's have a look here.
Look of rubbish.
Oh,
What's that?
that.
Is
It looks like a. I don't know at all. I thought it looked like a propane lighter. Oh. Okay. We'll have a look at that. Some proby thing.
more foam.
Hold on. DuPont, a blasting machine. It's a detonator. Is that a detonator? I don't know. I'm not really into explosives. We'll take a look at that. Ah, crusty multimeter. Look at that one.
Let's see how it works.
Wow.
Oh, it works.
Oh, it does. It turns on. What that is, I don't know. A whole bunch of stuff. Jeez, DuPont. Ah, blasting galvanometer. Look at that. Wow, we'll take a squiz at that. And, geez,
What's in
a
here?
lot of stuff.
What the heck?
It's a transistor voltage regulator. Wow, that's straight out of the 60s, perhaps. Have a look.
Now these are some things which are interesting.
All right, now we've got.
Oh, it's a big
What's that?
oscilloscope.
Oscilloscope. It is an oscilloscope. It's a very old oscilloscope with a CRT, a cathode ray tube.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's very old, isn't it? Wow, RCA.
How about let's see what chords it runs on?
Well, it's been chopped off.
Oh.
Yep, they've chopped it off.
Maybe just because it was very old.
Hi Dave, I have a bunch of random things, no kidding, for the mailbag. The blasting device was used at his work until 2008. The multimeter was used to check three-phase power. It's not, I wasn't up to the task, so he uses his Fluke. Yep. I'm not sure 100%, but the oscilloscope was used with special reel-to-reel tape to align the heads of reel-to-reel players. There you go, looking at the pattern. Hopefully it will still work after transit. Oh, okay, so it's not a regular... I didn't actually look. Okay, oh yes, sorry. Well, it is an oscilloscope, but screen has a special graticule on it that's designed for aligning reel-to-reel tapes and things like that. But otherwise, it probably just works as a regular scope. But yeah, a different graticule on it. That's not uncommon for special purpose bits of test gear. Anyway, thank you very much, Robert. Gallion. Robert Gallion, thank you very much. There we go. We don't get many genuine typewriter letters. Awesome, Rob. Thanks, mate. And he wanted to show this. He's wondering if anyone in my audience, it's a broken glass with a drag and something to help me with. It was given to a good friend of mine from someone that's no longer with us and it's got broken. Trying to get a replacement one for and a very little luck. If anyone has any clue about that, then leave it in the comments. Wow, look at this puppy. Look, is that a hand engraved serial number? 17328 RCA. Oh, quality. Before, RCA is just basically a name. Now, which, you know, a brand name which they just, repackage garbage under. Anyway, yeah, look at it. Oh, beautiful. Look at that CRT. Yes, and some sort of, they've just got like a graticule on there, just stuck in there for, purpose designed for this tape recorder alignment. And of course, none of this BNC rubbish either. No siree, Bob. 4mm binding posts all the way. And they even call the power light a pilot light. Brilliant. And I'll tell you what, this thing's a pain in the ass to open. Even if you get all the screws, you've got to undo the nut and bolt on every control to get this front panel off. There's no other way in. What the hell? This thing is bizarre. I do not know how that's being held back in there. There's no screws in the back, or I've taken out the screws in the bottom. The handle at the top doesn't do anything. Unbelievable. Anyway, it's just a dog's breakfast. Wow. Oh, God, no thought given to assembly at all. Love the genuine light bulb down there. It is a genuine pilot light. Well, there it is. I got it out. It's got some genuine 40-year-old dust in there, at least. I probably didn't have to take all these off. It would have come out. I think it was just stuck. But yeah, getting that front panel off with all those nuts allowed me to wiggle the frame here, and I eventually got the damn thing out, but it wasn't easy. Anyway, look, genuine RCA JFETs with pilot lights. Look at that. Tubes. Oh, wow. Yeah, they rolled their own stuff back in the day. But geez, look at this. I mean, classic tag board construction in here. Wow. It's just, oh man, look at the crusty old 5 MFD. None of this bloody microfarad rubbish. No, sirree, Bob. 5 MFD. Thank you very much. We've got a couple of more tubes on the back here. That's about all she wrote. Look at that. Tin plate board. Love it. None of this CAD rubbish either. So, yeah, I like to get a date on this thing, but I don't see any date code or anything inside. Hang on, is that a date code? 6948? 48th week, 1969. I got one of the tubes out here. There we go, 69, but it's all just rubbing off. Oh, that silk screen's just, it's gonski. But yep, 1969 sounds about right. So, wow, classic. Is that the oldest? I think that's the oldest scope we've had here on the EEVblog. Excellent. Thank you very much, Robert. And that is a DuPont detonator. There we go. Press to detonate. Press to charge. Anyway, nothing hugely interesting inside this thing, I don't think. That's where the battery went. But yeah, the whole thing actually appears to be like, yeah, welded shut, like sealed shut. I don't even know how to open that damn thing. Yeah, nothing terribly interesting. And does anyone remember the Lease Neville Company since 1909? Are they still going? I don't know. Look at this. It's a transistor regulator straight out of 1968. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Not much in there. And it tells you how it works down here. Basically, just a transistor xenodiode regulator. That's basically it. Cleveland, Ohio. Hi to Chris. Wow, a DuPont blasting galvanometer. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Look at that. Replace only with silver chloride cell. And this screw hole here is actually filled with gunk. And this is actually an early warranty void if removed sticker. I was going to say warranty void if not removed. Warranty void if removed sticker. They actually plug these with like a some sort of gunk, and yeah, if the gunk's gone, then you know it's been tampered with. Oh, now that's crusty. Wow, look at that. Ugh. Jeez. It's a Wacom KV Arc Quick Probe. So it like what the whoa? 88.8. What the frig? What? It's just got a micro in there, and but God, I wouldn't trust that thing any further than I could shove it. Ugh, crusty. The only good thing about this is the huge display on it. It's actually massive. And that's all she wrote. And I don't even have to tell you that is an ICL chipset, multimeter chipset under there. So, yeah, not even going to bother taking off the LCD. Anyway, thank you very much, Robert, for sending in all that cool vintage stuff. Oh, all right, there you go. Hey, it's a rip-off. It's a UMC, UM7106. Not a genuine Intercell one. It's fun, isn't it, being on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like watching YouTube, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep. Who's your favourite YouTuber?
You, Daddy.
Ah, thanks, Sagan. Yeah, give me a high five.
Head five.
High five? Head five? What's a head five?
Head five is when you put your head on your arm.
That's funny. All right. That's called a face palm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You want to open this one because it has minions on it. You've got a minion, don't you?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, but you didn't like the Minion movie, did you? You thought, why? Why not?
I can't remember why.
It was a bit scary.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, it was a bit scary, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry. This one comes from Timo. He's from Irvine in California. I think may be having a second suck of the Sav. Sagan. I think Timo might have sent in something before. I'll stand to be corrected. But they're a bunch of random stuff.
What's this?
And this is a WDTV
Look.
live. Wow. Western Digital TV. One of those little TV doodad boxes.
I think this is the remote we've come to.
It is the remote that comes with it.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at it.
Yeah.
And oh, look at that, Sagan. It's a Fluke 73 multimeter. You want to turn it on?
Yeah.
You know how to turn on a Fluke 73, don't you?
Yeah. There's lots of things to look.
Yeah.
Lots of eyes. What's
Wow.
that?
That's the ohm symbol. So you can measure resistance. It works, Sagan.
Yeah.
Fluke 73. Wow. Not a bad meter, the old Fluke 73.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
brand
ori-
new.
Brand new?
Yeah.
No, it's not brand new. It's pretty old, Sagan.
Yeah,
That comes from the early 80s. That's the original model, not the Model 2 or 3. Or what are they up to these days? 70 Series Model 4 or something? What is this? Looks like a little DC to DC, little... Oh, no, it's a panel meter. Panel meter. There we go. So let's take a look at these things, yeah? Check it out. This Fluke 73 still works. What a Bobby Dazzler. And yeah, look at that. Pretty close to bang on. Awesome after all these years. Terrific stuff. So there we go. It's inside an original Fluke 70 multimeter. And yeah, it doesn't have the milliamps one, of course. That's not populated. And back then you could change... And there was famously a resistor in here. This is only on the Fluke 75, where there's a button, a soft button, which is not on this one. But the 75 actually came with the soft button, but it didn't have the Fluke touch hold, whereas the 77 had the touch hold. And all you had to do was move a resistor across, desolder it, move it to another pad. It was around about here, if memory serves me correctly. From about 30 years ago. I do recall doing this. And you could change a Fluke 75 into a Fluke 77 with the touch hold function. So that was terrific back in the day. But there's our thin film resistor network. Awesome. And yes, Timo wants us to look at these. He's talking about these interesting air gaps. I presume he's talking about these. They are definitely factory. I presume he's talking about those. They're just isolation slots. No problems whatsoever. Genuine Fluke custom ASIC, of course. Oh, there's a bodge. I don't recall seeing that. That's on the battery. What's that? It's a bit how you doing. I don't remember that being on any Fluke 70 I've ever seen. Maybe it is, but anyway. Rev K for those playing along at home. So yeah, nothing dodgy going on there at all apart from that cap there, Timo. That is factory isolation slot. No problems. You see those very common in meters of today. Anyway, that one works an absolute treat. So I am going to give that away. If you're a beginner here in Australia, then let me know. If you're a youngster and you want a Fluke 73 multimeter, let me know. And of course, one of the more interesting things about these Flukes, even today, they still use these threaded screws into plastic studs, but they seem to have got the formula just right, and I've never had an issue with one of these being stripped, and you have to take them off to change the battery, but of course this thing had a long battery life anyway, so you know, it didn't often change it, but I don't ever recall anyone having stripped. So the thread that they're using on these and the particular type of plastic and stud seems to have worked well for Fluke over the years, no problems at all. But yeah, on other meters I've just seen it completely fail, but they've stumbled upon some formula that works. So let's take a look at this live streaming media player thing. Timo says that it overheats and just shuts down. Apparently it's common of this model. So yeah, let's have a quick squiz. And there you go, exactly what you expect to see. A huge, big-ass custom media processor. We'll have a look at that. Some Sigma thing, I don't know. Those who are playing along at home can check that one out. It's not much else. Got some memory, and this is a bit how you're doing over here on the side. Check it out. That's got to be the that's the Wi-Fi module, is it? But look at that. It's just like hand soldered, bodged onto there. What the earth are they doing there? And that's a Realtek chipset. But look at this. Somebody's desoldered a can. It looks like has Timo hacked this? I don't know. I was going to power this thing up and try and bodge in a 12-volt adapter in there somewhere, but my thermal camera's at home, so sorry, I can't do that. Anyway, Timo says, poor thermal design. It overheats, so, like, is it the BGA? You know, that's the thing that's going to get the hottest. The memory's going to get a bit warm, but, you know, apart from that, there's not much doing in there at all. All right, Sagan, we've got another one from the old Dart. England, yeah. It doesn't say who it's from. They've used one of these parcel packing, parcel to go. We've got a similar thing here in Australia. You can, you know, they'll pack it and ship. In fact, it's called, what is it? Pack and send here in Australia. Pack and send. There is a customs document, commercial invoice, and stuff like that, but we don't care about that, do we, Sagan? No?
We got a mailbag to open.
Yeah, we do have a mailbag to open. So thank you very much, whoever sent it in. We'll find out. Yep, there's a note. So it's not all that heavy, but still would have cost a bit to send all the way from England.
We might just see who it's from.
Oh, it's all it's all got styrofoam, everything. Hi Dave, greetings from the UK. Mark, thank you very much, Mark. Oh, Dexter's Lab. Yes, Dexter's Lab on the forum. I know Dexter's Lab, and he has a YouTube channel, Dexter's Lab 2013. I'll link it in down below. Check out other YouTubers because you can there's lots of channels out there now, and you can really.
Oh, it's a Lego set.
Wow! Wow!
What?
High five! Yeah!
What is it?
What is it? I don't know. What is that thing? It's a pull-back truck thing. Awesome!
Yeah, first you pull it back and it releases.
It releases, it does. Wow, we can assemble that when we get home, yeah?
Yeah.
Ages 7 to 14. How old are you?
4.
4. I think you can still do it, can't you?
Yeah, I can still do it.
Yeah, because you've just started kindy, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're clever.
I might know how to do this.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much, Mark.
Look, Dad, you can get another one too.
Yeah, they've got different ones in the series.
Yeah.
Oh, something rack mount.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
A 2 rack mount unit.
Wow, now that's the hugest thing we have ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, it's huge. Get it open.
Hang on. Look out.
What?
All right,
Let's see what this is.
All right, I'm going to have to cut it. Hang on. What is it?
Lego.
Oh, some custom bit. I'm guessing.
Oh.
What's that?
Let's see.
I'm guessing it's some custom bit of maybe some production bit of test gear or something. I don't know. Let's have a look at it.
This one needs
Looks
coffee.
very. Oh, it's a polygraph lie detector. check it out.
Look, Daddy's still got the cable on.
It does still have a very weird cable.
Oh, and it can hook up to one of those.
Ah, maybe. I don't think I have a cable for that. Yeah, but this is part of a polygraph machine. There's a hole in it, yeah.
And all the
Wow.
cables.
Wow.
I think they call it the cables.
That's a very interesting teardown polygraph DC driver amplifier from Grass Instrument Co. in Quincy, Massachusetts. Terrific.
Whoa.
I wonder who used these polygraph machines. Was it like, you know, the FBI, the police? Who was it? Anyway, it looks very interesting, very old school. I'm sure you tell everyone what you just figured out there.
You can only get the instructions on the computer.
You can get the instructions on the computer, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on ours, any kind of computer.
That's right, any kind of computer that's hooked up to the internet, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. But I'm sure it has instructions inside. That'd be pretty lame if it didn't have instructions in there, wouldn't it? So Mark from Dexter's Lab has sent in this beauty plus, ta-da, this little Sinclair Cambridge Scientific Calculator. Oh, look at it. Isn't it cute? And there we go. That's all she wrote inside this thing. They've got one custom, I assume it's Sinclair chip, is it? I don't know. Did they do their own gate array back then? Anyway, that's all she... Look at the point-to-point wiring to get this on the single-sided board. Oh my goodness. And the old bubble display. I do love the bubble displays. So here's our polygraph, and this is apparently the sensor amplifier from the patient under test, the dude under test, the device under test, and also the output amp which drives the pen driver, because this is, you know, like the old-fashioned pen polygraph thing, and this is straight out of the 1970s. So let's just whip the cover off and see what we can get. But I love the vernier. Look at that. Oh, definitely. Oh, that's a keeper. Check it out. This is classic 1970s construction. We've got the turrets there with all the individual discrete wiring. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Multi-range switches. We've got a chopper amp up here. Mark says that's worth opening, so we'll open up the chopper amp. So that's our DC, our low signal level DC amplifier, and this is our output driver for the chart recorder. Can't say I've seen a Pactron capacitor before. Anyone? And there's Pactron again with a cute little snubber. Look at that. Well, hang on. I thought that might have been the chopper amp that Mark's talking about, but look at this. Check out. This is on a compliant mount. Look at this, anti-vibration mount. Wow, they're serious about low-level DC stuff. They don't want any vibration at all. Fantastic. The rubber compliant seals are still, like the rubber anti-vibration things are still intact too. But that is, that's quite novel. I like that. I could play with that all day. There it is, DC to AC chopper amp, Grass Instrument Co. Let's see if we can crack that puppy open. Oh, check it out. It's a mechanical chopper. None of this electronic chopper amplifier rubbish. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. I don't think I've seen inside a mechanical chopper before. Now, I've done a video on chopper amplifiers, so I'll link it in down below, so I won't go into details, but they're basically using this like it's a vibrator, essentially, and it can, as the name suggests, it can chop between two signals. So that is absolutely fascinating. Huh. There's just a little bit of a close-up in there, and of course, if we operate this thing, if we try and power it up, we're not going to physically see anything because it's going to operate so quickly, and I think the differences are absolutely tiny in there. So yeah, we're not going to, I don't think we're going to see much, but that is fascinating. These mechanical vibrators, actually, you don't drive them with an AC signal to, to actually chop the thing. It's self-oscillating because the normally closed contacts in here actually alternate the coils, and it switches back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we can actually give this a go. I've applied 12 volts DC here, and here we go. I'm going to switch it on, and maybe you might see some slight movement in there, but it's bugger all. There we go. I can feel it. Trust me, that's vibrating. So you can see why they need to actually mount this in this anti-vibration compliant mount here, because you don't want anything getting in there and interrupting this. It's probably on such a small scale that, if you tap on the, somebody taps on the rack or something like that, then it upsets your chopper amp and goes bloop on your, he's lying! He's lying! So thank you very much, Mark. That's very interesting. Look inside a bit of 1970s tech. I don't know why they weren't using an electronic chopper amp. Maybe it dates, the design actually dates back to the 60s or something like that, perhaps. But yeah, for a polygraph machine. Fascinating. Next up, we've got one from Slovenia. Thank you very much to a name you're no doubt familiar with, Red Pitaya. So I'll link in the Red Pitaya down below if you haven't seen it. So thank you very much. It's labelled as a business gift. Say again? It's a gift. You're still excited about your Lego, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still excited about releasing it.
Releasing it, yeah. It's pretty awesome.
I think you just drive it that way, and that bit releases and go rush forward all the way down the hallway.
All the way down the hallway, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And maybe when it hits the hallway, it might break it, but we can build again.
You can build it again. That's a good thing about Lego, yeah? If you break it, you can rebuild it.
Yeah, when it smashes into things. Like big hard balls.
Yeah, all right. Let's see what they've sent. It's a business gift.
And
Oh, wow.
what is this?
Oh, gee. Oh, unfortunately. Well, no, wait.
What?
I don't think it's made it intact. Yeah, unfortunately.
It must be honey and it's spilled.
Yep, it's spilt. Sorry, but you can't send. Yep, fail. You can't send glass in a gift wrap thing. Very nice. Thank you very much. In the nice presentation box.
Even though the honey does really look really tasty, doesn't it?
The honey does look very tasty. It was a honey bear. So it's a Happy New Year from the Red Pitaya team. Wow. Okay, thank you. So we've got it's unfortunately, yeah, I'll have to show you this. It's a jar of, watch it, you'll get honey all over you. Yes, it was, I've been honeyed.
Look,
I've been
there's
honeyed.
something else.
Yep. Okay, this is going to get messy. Hang on. So you were saying that was a thumbs down?
Yeah, thumbs down for that honey.
Thumbs down for the honey. Oh, it would have been good, wouldn't it? But it's all spilt and broken. And I think we might have some chocolates in here, Sagan.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, but it's got honey all over it, so we'll have to extract those.
Well, Daddy, I have chocolate even better at home.
You have some chocolate at home?
Yeah.
Where's the chocolate at home? Are you hiding some?
Yeah.
Because Mummy doesn't ordinarily allow chocolate at home.
Don't worry, Dad. I draw the map so I can find it.
You drew a map so we can find it?
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks.
And Mummy doesn't want that chocolate at home.
No.
So when we find it, I have a piece and you have a piece to get rid of it.
Yeah.
To get rid of it, we just eat it.
That's right. Magic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how we get rid of stuff which we don't want. Just eat it.
There's some of the honey on the front. They've sent the new Red Pitaya board, so we will check that out, won't we? You want to open it up?
Yeah.
And we've got some scope probes as well. Awesome. And we've got a whole bunch of little SMA T-pieces and a heatsink.
What's this?
It is the Red Pitaya in the funky new aluminium case. Oh, complete with USB Bluetooth dongle on the back and everything. Awesome, thank you very much. It's got the SD card installed. It's ready to go, so we can really have some fun with that. We won't be able to do it in the mailbag. They included the SD card, a power adapter, and everything. We can open it from the bottom. We've got some accessories, rubber feet and things, so just probably put those back in.
I think that's a thing to assemble.
It is. We can assemble some of that. Awesome. Red Pitaya. I have to do a video. Oh, I got honeyed again.
Honey.
Hang on. We haven't pushed the fail button.
What fail button?
The fail button. We haven't pushed it.
Oh.
A fail. Wah, wah, wah. For the packaging. Oh well. And here's the brand spanking new Red Pitaya in the usually like it's a bare board, I believe, but they've got this nice case, so it's likely optional. I'll have to link it in all down below. If you don't know what the Red Pitaya is, it's basically a 2-channel USB digital scope, and it's obviously got a DAC for the output, but hence why we've got the scope probes. And it's got Ethernet. It's got there's SD card, and look at this. I thought this was Bluetooth, but it's not. It's Wi-Fi. I didn't know you could get these tiny things in Wi-Fi dongles. And the specs are pretty good on this too. It's got a 14-bit converter, which is excellent. That'll be great for, high dynamic range stuff, doing some real fancy-pantsy FFTs. 125 meg samples per second, I believe, 50 megahertz analog bandwidth. So I'm obviously not going to do anything in this video. It'll take too long to set up. I'll leave it for a separate play video for this one, but no doubt that'll come in handy. I might have a use for this in the not too distant future for analysing stuff. So yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, Red Pitaya. I'll link it in down below. All right, Sagan, I think we've got another one which is very similar to what we just previously got. Yeah? So let's have a look. This one is from National Instruments, as you can no doubt see.
Well, maybe, Daddy, might be that red one.
No, it's not the red one. It's something from National Instruments, which means it's going to be a really interesting development board. Yeah? Ooh. So thank you very much, National Instruments. We've got a letter. You want to open that?
Yep. Let's see what that is.
It has, this is from Jack Chao. Thank you very much, Jack, from National Instruments. He's sent in the latest, ta-da! A lot of people have been asking for this. The new Analog Discovery 2. Awesome. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to play around with it.
This too.
Yep, it's power adapter. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to play around with it. And In-Circuit Design Suite Student Edition. I thought it was in. I was reading back to dyslexic, am I? NI Circuit Design Suite Student Edition. So they've got that complete with serial number. Fantastic. BNC adapter for the thing, so I can plug the signal straight in. So that's awesome. I actually wanted the Analog Discovery 2 because I do have some stuff coming up. I can use this to actually measure the performance.
How does this work?
That plugs into here. See, it's got an American plug on it, but we don't want that.
Why?
Okay, because we're not in America. We want an Australian plug. That's an Australian plug, isn't it?
Yeah, and let's put that on.
Yeah.
They're not different plugs. With any plugs you have, and when any word you're in, you need to put any kind of plug is your world.
Yeah, anywhere in the world. That's right, Sagan.
This is our plug.
You didn't see the BNC board, did you? And you wanted to have a look. Because you're very curious, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, how does that work?
Look at that. Just happen to have them. See? Oh, you got to line up with the BNC. You see how it's got that little pin on there? You've got to line the pin up and then turn it. Yeah? Ta-da, and it locks in place. That's the good thing about the BNC connector. They're a lock-in connector. And pretty much the direct competition for the Red Pitaya, I think, is the new Digilent Analog Discovery 2. And woohoo, check it out. This one also comes in a fancy-pantsy case, but I believe you can get it I think, maybe just as a bare board, but I've done the original Analog Discovery, and that was pretty good. But this one is, I believe, it's a similar spec. I'm not sure of the exact differences. There's not too many differences, but I think they've just tidied it up a bit. Extra power supply and stuff like that for driving, because this you can have an adjustable power supply as well for this thing. Turns your PC into a powerful circuit learning platform, blah, blah, blah. The Digilent Analog Discovery does a whole bunch of stuff very similar to the Red Pitaya, but it's the specs are a bit less. It's 100 meg samples per second, but once again 14-bit ADC, 30 megahertz analog bandwidth, but dual waveform generator, 14-bit DAC, 100 meg samples per second, but it does network analyzer functionality, spectrum analyzer functionality, so it all comes down to the software. So pretty much they're all equivalent in terms of hardware. They both got 14-bit converters, lots of sample memory, all that sort of jazz, lots of processing built in, like the Red Pitaya uses the Xilinx Zinc processor, incredibly powerful. The Analog Discovery 2, I can't remember what this one uses, but another FPGA. It does some of the stuff in FPGA in here as well, so quite powerful platforms, but it basically comes down to the software functionality inside these things. And, well, maybe I could do a shootout, Red Pitaya versus Analog Discovery 2. What do you think? Let me know. So thanks for everyone who's sent in stuff to today's mailbag. I will have to do follow-up videos of these two puppies. I'm actually quite excited to play with these. So, yep, hopefully coming soon. Anyway, if you want to discuss it, jump on the EEVblog forum. You know the drill, all that sort of stuff. Or leave YouTube comments. I do try and read most of them and reply where possible. And if you want to support me, by the way, I don't often say this, but Patreon is the place to do it. There's always a link in the description down below for my Patreon feed, and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. And I do actually have a giveaway coming up soon. There will be a one exclusively for my Patreon supporters, so your odds are much better of winning, and it's a pretty schmicko prize anyway. So that will be hopefully coming up in towards the end of February. Yes, it's February today, isn't it? Oh, geez. Time flies. Catch you next time.